How's everybody doing tonight? Well, my name is Andrew Kenneally, lifelong Bostonian. Grew up in West Roxbury, now live in East Boston, where I've been a homeowner for the past 4 years. I think the most unique thing about me, one of the stories that you're going to hear quite a lot, about 10 months ago, I got a headache that wouldn't go away. When doctors told me I had a brain tumor, I thought life was over. I had 10 years of experience under my belt. I had 2 master's degrees, and I was 33 years of age. This is literally 11 months ago. Thankfully, doctors were able to remove it weeks later. About 100% of it was benign. But sitting in a hospital bed, contemplating that news, you really begin to reflect on your life and to think about where you are, where you're going, as well as those things you've always wanted to do. And my passion is public service. It's what's defined my life over the last 10 years. Working in D.C. for 4 years, starting with Joe Moakley, traveling to Belfast, Northern Ireland to study ethnic conflict, coming back to Boston to work in the Boston City Council for 5 years, first for Maura Hennigan as her Chief of Staff, and second, Michael Flaherty as the Director of Policy and Communications. So when I heard there would be 2 spots opening up on the City Council, that's when I decided to run. So first and foremost, I'm running to help those who are struggling in this difficult economy. I'm running to help those who are one paycheck away from foreclosure or one medical bill away from bankruptcy. I'm running for those teachers, those firefighters, those police officers, like my brothers, who work hard every day, get up, and try to make our city safer and our future brighter. I'm running because I feel I'm the best prepared to deal with the awful challenges our city faces right now. Highest unemployment rate in decades. With my 2 masters, 1 in urban affairs, 10 years of experience. And lastly, I'm running because this city, my hometown, has a strong pride of leadership and a history that if you work hard and you play by the rules, that everyone should have the same chance of success as everybody else. So I appreciate being here tonight. I'm looking forward to your questions. So thank you.
Thank you. You might see me kind of turn sideways every now and then,
Sure.
because I was told it's hard to hear in the back. Our first question is about housing.
Sure.
Some are calling for the elimination of the BRA, and others like you are interested in revamping the BRA.
Sure.
What are the ways in which revamping the BRA will help with affordable housing development, and what are your goals in the revamping?
Sure. Well, first of all, I'm a planner by trade. I studied for 5 years at night school to get a master's in urban affairs. That was in city planning. So city planning is near and dear to my heart. I think one of the biggest issues that we have in the city of Boston is that we don't have a long-range plan about how we're going to develop our city. If you do not have priorities for your city in terms of how you want it to be, if you want it to be walkable, if you want where you want to have your industrial, where you want to have your commercial, then the problem you have is that the BRA has 2 different arms. You have the economic development, and then you have the planning. Unfortunately, without this long-range plan, when the developer comes and says, listen, I want to develop that property, there's no plan. And so it just moves ahead. And so what you have is you have a battle, whether the community wanted it in the first place, what the developer wants. And so I think you really need a long-range plan about how we're going to lay out our city. What is going to be mixed housing? What's going to be our industrial areas? And I think that will speed up development in the city in the right places, the places where we want it to happen, because we need economic development in our city. But it also will give the community a large input into how they want their city laid out. Does that answer your question?
The next question is about development. Do you know much about the development in Forest